Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Onward VR Master League. I am your caster for the day, Noman with a 4. I am joined by one of our fresh recruits, chatting Parrot. How are you doing, buddy?
I am doing absolutely fine. As always, I'm tired as hell, but that's comes with the job.
That's right. We sacrifice life and limb to bring you these matches, so I am excited to bring this matchup to the folks. So what we've got today is Season 8, Week 5, the Onward VR Master League, and we have got Globochem versus MAYHEM. This is going to be an exciting match for a couple of reasons. One, it's Globochem. I mean, you know, everybody loves watching them. They're so fun to watch. They've got such great strategies. And MAYHEM is really on fire this season. I mean, it is the rebranded Stone Cold Killers, and they've got 5 rostered members, so they don't really have any backups, so they're always running the same core 5. But they have just been on an absolute tear this season. I believe they're 3-1. They put up a heck of a fight versus SMC last week, so I'm really excited to see what comes out of this game. Chatting, what do you think? Like, what are your thoughts on this matchup? Are you excited for it?
I mean, we have two teams, different league, definitely. But I'm so new to these higher tier games because we are Europe low tier team, and when I'm looking at these teams, I'm just in the learning mode. It's not about excitement. It's about, do you see that? Do you memorize that? And do you use it on your own? Because for me, this is a learning opportunity. Every time I love watching these boys. It's just educational. Absolutely.
I think that's why a lot of teams like watching it. When you watch the higher tier play, it sort of bleeds into your own play when you learn these interesting strategies that the teams will bring to it. Okay, so we've got that down. The teams are filing in, so I want to get through the bans and the picks quickly before the game kicks off. So let's talk quickly about the bans. So the ban coming out from the Globochem side is going to be Suburbia. And the ban from the MAYHEM side will be Hanker. Do either of those surprise you based on what you know for these two teams, Parrot?
Not really. I mean, if you look at the statistics, they are very narrowed on their map selection. We are generally narrowed this season due to the limited maps, but choosing the maps was a no-brainer when it comes to looking at the enemy statistics. So, not surprised there. I can read numbers.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm also not super surprised at these picks. Suburbia is, and I hesitate to say this because the wording is it implies something that I'm not trying to imply, but Globochem is weakest on Suburbia. It is their map that they do tend to lose the most rounds in general on it. Maybe not maps in total, but in past season it has been sort of the weak point for them. And the tanker ban for MAYHEM, I mean, it's 50-50. Either they know Globo is relatively strong at it, however, they did lose their only map this season so far. They lost was Tanker to the Danglers in the last week's matchup. But MAYHEM may just not be comfortable on that map. It is a pretty challenging map, really short range. You've got to be pretty quick in your rotations. You've got to really understand your play and where your teammates are. It could be really challenging. So not super surprising there. And also not surprising is the first map that we're going to be getting into, because that map is going to be Quarantine. This is going to be Globochem's pick. What are your feelings on Q1, Parrot?
I guess both teams are pretty strong, and it's going to be interesting to watch both teams play on both teams 100% win rate on this season. They're unbeaten equally, so it's going to be a real interesting match to see Hammer on Anvil smashing the game and to see what actually comes out of it. I'm really in for it, and I hope they have prepared some strategies, or just going with the game flow. I don't know, but I'm hoping for it. I want to learn something.
I love that Hammer and Anvil. The sparks flying is really what I was going there. Yeah, so both teams have not yet lost Quarantine this season, and playing MAYHEM this season, Blaze played them a couple of weeks ago, and they, I mean, just decimated us on it. It was a great match, but they were so strong on it. Potato Bot and Defilade were 100% carrying with their long-range abilities for that map, and I'm excited to see what Globochem does to sort of counter that, because it's not quite, hard, heavy rushes. It's really just patience and timing and forcing rotations out. So I'm excited to see what that looks like when it goes up against the likes of Globo. So definitely exciting stuff there. We're just waiting on one more member from the Globochem side to join in, and while we wait, we'll take the focus really quickly over to the match page so we can talk about the rosters. So on the Globochem side, you have got Thunder Pilot, Otto, Pants, Raphael, Toast, Arsenic, Mixologist, and Norseman. And on the MAYHEM side, you've got Defilade, James Boak, Potato Bot, Technic, and Let Wookie Win. So pretty exciting stuff. It actually looks like there might be a reservist on the side of MAYHEM, because I don't see Defilade's name in there. Game Reaper 46 is in for the MAYHEM side, so I wonder how that will affect this game. Defilade is a strong ranged player, definitely deadly with his scope, and having him missing, I don't know if that's going to change plays or change the way that this team is going to run. It's going to be something to keep our eyes on, see how Game Reaper performs. But while we wait for this group to jump in, Parrot, give me your ideas of what you think the outcome. Let's just do map 1. We're not even going to worry about maps 2 and 3. What do you think map 1 is going to look like? What do you expect to see out of these two teams?
Oh god, you're asking me the real hard questions, like math class all over again. I am guessing that Globochem is gonna win.
Okay.
Just to their overall statistics, when you're looking at them, they are just 100% unbeaten this season. They only have 4 games, but 4 games won. And MAYHEM did meet their masters in the middle and have a 75% win. So I would say I go with numbers on the first side, because I did not have the chance to glance over the numbers for the last season. So my money is for Globochem.
Sure. Yeah, so, I mean, Globochem last season definitely performed well overall, as they usually do. And in terms of numbers on purely Quarantine, I don't believe they were unbeaten, but it is somewhere in the high 80s or 90s in terms of percentage-wise for that map. So I would lean towards that same thought. I would say Globo will likely squeeze this out, but I can't imagine that Mayhem will not be able to put up at least a couple of points here, just based on the types of plays personally that I've experienced and some of the ones we've seen from other games. I don't think it's going to be necessarily a walk in the park for...
No, it's like asking what comes first to the ground, the leaf or the feather. It's like
yeah, exactly.
It's a little bit of guessing.
Exactly. Yeah, so we're almost ready. I mean, we are just waiting on one more member on the Globochem side. So we do have the active rosters, and I'll just go over them quickly. On the Globochem side, so far we've got Auto, Mixologist, Toast, and Thunder Pilot. I would expect to see either Raphael or Arsenic, most likely Arsenic, as he is the dangerous ranged player on the Globochem side. And on the Mayhem side, as I said, Defilate is out and replaced by Game Reaper, but they've got Potato Bot, James Boak, Technic, and Let Wookie Win from the rest of their roster. So I'm excited. We're getting ready. I'm just jonesing here. I'm just waiting for this final person to jump in. And I do want to take this time while we're waiting for that final member to thank our sponsors for the VRML. That is VR Cover and ProTube VR. We do appreciate you guys supporting the league and providing those cool prizes for the championships and random events that VRML holds. So thank you so much for that. I do want to thank all the viewers for tuning in. Special thanks to our subscribers and those who drop bits or donations in. That all goes to the casters and improving the casting deck and in general the quality of the casters. There is some new UI elements coming in the next few weeks, probably around mid-season time if I had to guess. So keep your eye out for that. We are working hard and diligently to get those delivered quickly, and that will go actually across the entire VRML suite of games. So Final Assault and Contractors, as well as Pavlov, I believe. So that will be rolling out in just a little while, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And as always, we do value the feedback you guys provide to us. We wouldn't be able to know how to improve the game without you telling us how we improve our casting or the game. So there's a feedback link in the video description. Please go ahead and click that and give us feedback. Positive, negative, whatever it is, preferably constructive. But let us know what we can do better. We are always looking for that kind of input. And we do it for you guys, so you guys should definitely have a say in it. There is still a bit of a delay in getting this fifth member up, so I'm going to see if I can track down exactly what the issue is, folks. I hesitate. You know, this happens on all of my cast chatting, is actually when I go to throw to intermission, Globochem, or, you know, whatever team it is, will just find their fifth player and just wait until I say it and then add him to the lobby. So maybe threatening an intermission here could potentially get this fifth player in.
You just have to feint it. You just have to make them believe.
That's what it is. It's just... They just love seeing the transition happen twice in a row. You know, just real quick. Just transition in, transition out. That's what they love. But we are going to, you know, I won't throw it in intermission, but we're just going to go off mic here as we figure out what the delay is. But stick around. We have got good action for you here today. So don't go anywhere. We will be back as soon as we've got a game to show. Thanks, everybody. All right, folks, there's a lobby rehost. Everybody's getting in. It looks like the 5th player did make it. Yes, all 10 in. So I just bringing us to the war room real quick before the game starts. The bans, Suburbia and Tanker. The pick for first map is Quarantine. And we are just about to get into the action. So thank you so much for being patient as we got everybody into the lobby. I am excited. Yep, there we go. The beeps are going. We're into this matchup, folks. Boy, am I excited. All right, round 1, map 1 kicking off. We're gonna have Globochem on the offense. We're gonna have MAYHEM on defense. Hi, MAYHEM.
Hey guys.
Oh, look at that. So kind. The defense is saying hi to us.
Always nice to have a little interaction there.
Yeah, absolutely. I always love when they appreciate the casters. So we're going to be seeing a Globochem spawn in the north, and let's track over here and see how they make their approach. So they got a 2-1-2 split now. 2 going west, 1 holding the center, trying to keep anybody from crossing into the east. And Toast and Mix here are going to be making their northwest approach. The defense pretty tucked in if we take a quick look at the overhead map. So pretty decent positioning as far as I can see. No one's super exposed. The only one maybe who could be caught out from Toast's position here. Nope, he actually probably will not have an angle on him, is Wookie and the back there. But he is tucked in, so maybe James will be the first to catch a little bit of gunfire here from Toast as he's peeking this long angle. We do have a drone out from the Globochem side. Ooh.
Yeah, pretty defensive attack move that I see here. Not used to that. Sure, waiting and picking is their first approach to this. Seeing our first contact in James. Book in the middle burning center house.
Yeah, one in the northwest, guys.
Yeah, we're going to keep these lasers going for now just so we can see some sight lines. James definitely in trouble. Mix spotting him out. The shot's not landing. As James continues to make this peak, really dangerous stuff. And he's trying to catch...
Yeah. Brave.
One near hotel or overbridge.
2 members in the east is what he's looking for. He's looking at Arsenic and Thunder Pilot there as they make their approach through. Now they're kind of getting set up. The defense here, Game Reaper sending some shots out, using that night vision on Quarantine. An interesting choice. Definitely in danger here as he takes some more shots from Toast, but none land yet, and we're still in a 5v5. Gonna be such a tricky fight. Game Reaper making some peeks, but his fire's not on Toast's new spot as Toast has rotated out. Now we're seeing a grenade come in, but a little short. Game Reaper is going to survive that. The rest of Globochem closing in, and Toast does find the headshot in the end. He is going to take Game Reaper out. Now it's a 5v4.
Yeah, James Book still in the middle house, burning center building, I mean, and getting pushed by Misolgula Valbaba. Nice name, by the way, and is taken down by me. I'd call him Sir Mix-a-Lot now.
Yeah, Mr. Mix. Glad to see him playing a lot more this season. He was definitely not one of the starters in the last season, but this season I think he's played in almost every game, which is great to see. He's a solid player. I think Raphael is the spot he's taking. That's the most common player, but I'm sure we'll see Raph rotated in if it's a cargo round or something of that sort. But now, Globochem taking over the center here. Wookie does find Mix on that north street. Now Auto and Thunder holding this center burning. And they've got a good setup here, and there's still a chance for the defense to take this.
Now Thunder Pilot and Auto have taken the middle house, peeking up to the objective and searching for the next target.
Arsenic
here,
here.
and Thunder Pilot takes down Wookie Win.
Yeah, that was great communication there. Arsenic has missed a couple of shots, but he made the call out. Toast finding Technic on the inside. It's just Potato Bot left on this objective. Potato finds Auto. Now Thunder is aware of that position. Potato's gonna rotate right into Toast here. No, just misses that.
Ow!
Oh, and he's gonna run right back into it, and Toast finds the back of Potato Bot. And that is round 1. Globochem taking that pretty handedly in the first round.
It was a good push from Globo here. Definitely very patient in the beginning. A lot of teams, especially after my judgment, the American lower teams are very aggressive, less patient to wait and actually make picks. But Globochem does it perfectly like the masters they are and make the picks before they move on. And the good communication there in the burning building by the name I just forgot.
It's gonna be Auto and
Thunderpilot.
Thunderpilot. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
They did make it in. Okay, now we're gonna be seeing the swap. We'll see if we get mirrored spawns. We do indeed get mirrored spawns. So they will be identical pushes here. Round 2 now kicking off as Mayhem looks to mount their offense.
Pretty quiet by Globo here. Not much of a shenanigan team. They are focused. They want to win.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they have their fun, but they definitely are, you know, not a lot of conversation happening. They kind of know their plays. It's one of those.
I personally find it very important to have the little shenanigans. Keeps the morale up and running.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Just had a game yesterday versus Rome. We played with Blazes 2.5 hours long. That is one of those that you definitely need some morale as you're going through it. But those are fun games, and excited for that.
Morale lowers, the patient goes down, and mistakes are made. Not good.
Exactly.
North taken by Potato Bots, trying to get a little peek, and he does.
One.
Arsenic is down.
Yeah, I see one
Burning
West
center
Wing.
building.
Did I not get him? Oh my god, how did I not get him?
And
But I do find it
He's
intriguing.
behind the dirt mound.
Sorry, I'm just cutting you off. I'm sorry.
No, it's
That might be a
okay.
bad spot to,
I'm kind of
Be careful, Reaper.
keeping track of some of this communication from Wookie as he's taking some shots onto his Thunderpilot here in the west.
Do you think you can do that?
And now Thunderpilot's rotated out. Wookie does not catch that shot, but Mayhem working with the advantage right now as they were able to catch Arsenic on that center, was that Burning Courtyard cross. And now Thunderpilot's rotated out into a slightly safer position as he watches that northwest. Auto with the cross section here, staying tucked in. So they should have ID'd spawn from this. Toast was looking for one, and Potato Bot's going to be the one that finds Thunderpilot on that rotation. A great pickup for them, and now it's a 5v3.
Yeah, that's a crucial mistake to make if you underestimate the importance of north roof here as an heightened point. Gives a great overview of the general area. If you're rotating and have no one who's watching north roof, you are done for pretty much. At least if you have a potato on the 8.
Teams both rushing this burning rubble, trading shots here. The nade's gonna come out. It should be good, and yes, it is. Toast will find James on the outside.
But he's not done for. The Rive is still able, but someone has to make the way. It's safer to take down Toast in that scenario.
Yeah, it is a dangerous confirm to go for, as Potato Bot does have eyes on it from rooftop. So I think Toast will opt to stay tucked in, take his chances there. As two members now pushing through the northwest. I mean, they basically have free reign until they run into Auto, as Mix is watching that gas station approach. And it's going to be a tough cross to make without smokes. I hope Game Reaper and Wookie both brought some smokes with them. They're going to need it to get past this PKM that Auto is bringing. Oh, let's not get stuck in a highway sign.
Yeah, if they manage to actually cross and get over to the gas station, they could actually cab if they come from the left side of the uplink. That's a pretty hefty spot, but Toast does have a good overview of the road there, so it's hard to cross. It's all just theoretically, but Auto has it secured.
Yeah, it is going to be a tough peek, and there it is. Auto's going to find Game Reaper on that corner, and that's going to give Wookie the information he needs to know. That's a dangerous approach. He's going to have to find a new way in or utilize some equipment. Toast now in the corner goes for the aggressive peek, and Potato will find that kill. It's going to bring Globochem down to 2. Mayhem now with 4.
Yeah, the revive is out. Potato giving his buddy another shot and evening the match for 4 against 2. Still 4 people going is pretty strong here.
Potato Bot confirming. And now Otto looking for that center. He does find Potato Bot. It is just a down, and the nade is going to come out as a confirm. It's a little too short as it lands on the roof. James should be able to find this res. Ooh, he may not have a syringe. I'm not sure. There it is. Potato and James finally getting rest, and they're back into the 4. So Let Wookie Win is finally doing that smoke cover on that northwest. That's going to alert Otto. Wonder if he's going to try to re-peek this, or if Wookie will get across.
He will. I can see it in the future. Wookie is in for the cap. So he just gotta get to the objective. That is the only problem. He has the surface. But he's strong and fast.
Indeed, and Otto is fighting a war of 2 fronts here. He's going to have a hard time. That nade on Demix comes in clean. Almost gets into that doorway. Wookie is going to find Otto. Yeah, very nice. Now it's...
The only remaining team in gas station taking out Mix, take down Wookie. I would say Paulette. Nice try, though.
Oh, they are on the inside corner on this cap. Is Mix
Yes,
going to check this
cap
corner?
is down.
James Boak rushing in, but Potato's still on the other corner. Technic's looking for him, but it could have been a cap.
No!
Oh, unfortunate.
They had the cap angle, but I mean, what you do in that scenario? Are you gonna wait to get killed? But they decided and we went for the kill. 1-on-1 Globochem versus MAYHEM, but we see that both teams are pretty strong in the attack. Normally, if one team is pretty good in attack, it's mostly prevailing in the defense too. But both teams managing to win the attack. That's some even match here.
Yeah, we saw the same amount of patience and the same amount of coverage from MAYHEM that we saw in Globo. It really felt like the same round with just reverse player names. They got the picks they needed. They moved up when there were openings. They got the right kills at the right time. Just missing that cap is real unfortunate. I heard them talking and they were saying that they may not be able to cap from that corner anymore. I don't think that's true.
Yeah, they can. They just have to get in the corner just a little bit. The tablet has to show just a little bit, and they could cap. But the push came in, and I mean, he took the kill. He could have just let it, but he was in the rush. He was just in rush. He knew he had a sort of tunnel vision. He just wanted to do it, and he did.
When you get that adrenaline going, it can be pretty tough.
Indeed.
All right, round 3 is kicking off. We've now got the North Courtyard objective.
Oh yeah, this is Enigma's war.
Indeed it is. Globochem gonna get that south spawn. So we'll see
But
how...
let's see if someone else can make some riddles up.
I am curious to see what approach Globochem will take on this. Such a difficult spawn for this objective. You've got to cross at least 1 street, if not 2. And the defense already has pretty well set up positions by the time you have to make those. Mix, most aggressive push here on ambulance is looking for James.
Yeah, they have taken north. The question is if I take the roof and get an overview, but a little bit exposed. But I think we should take it. So, oh, Mix-a-Lot is pushing up and already in the midsection here. Nope. This time they are definitely more on the pushing side, but I guess it's due to the supernatural spawn.
Now a couple of nades coming out. James spotting across on the south. Mix is gonna find James on that call out though. As he rotates down and gets that radio. Mix does find the pick.
Yeah, not confirmed yet, but I think Mix is gonna do it now.
You're talking too much in here.
You're talking too much in here. Mix-a-Lot has the ears of a bat. Secures the kill.
Grenade coming out onto Mix's position. It's gonna tuck Wookie in a little bit, and Mix is waiting for him. He wants this.
There's one behind the wall there on the right next to the
Yeah,
nose. I'm gonna
Wookie seems to
grenade him.
be a little undecided here. He doesn't want to go in the mid. He just turned around and just went back. Like, nope, I'm not gonna deal with it. And
Ooh.
taken down by
Good on the
Arsenic.
pick,
I guess that rotation was not a good choice.
Yeah, that is a tough call to make. I mean, it was the right idea, but if you're taking shots and grenades, Thunder Pilot now under fire here from the inside of the wall as Technic takes a few shots at him. Arsenic looking for him as well. Technic now basically glued to this wall. If he moves, he's got 2 sights on him.
Yeah. We have a little laser show for Technic here. He's peeking again. He's gonna regret it.
There it
No,
is.
he's not taking that Thunder.
Yeah, Technic finding Thunder is a great step towards equalizing this, but now he's going to be pinched on 2 sides. Toast finds Potato Bot on the inside. Now Auto's on the backside here. And Arsenic will be the one that finds the kill. Technic down and out. Just 1 member left as Mix rains fire down on him.
Yeah,
He's
Game Reaper already under fire. Paulette. Oh, he has not a chance.
yeah.
I would say this was technically a good fight.
I see what you did there. Good stuff. But a great push there from Globochem, finding those picks early. Mayhem almost pulling it back, but a couple of rotations ended up costing them that round. Not too bad so far. I mean, this has been some really high-level play on both sides. I did not expect... Well, I kind of expected Mayhem to put up a fight, as I said in the pre-round, but it's feeling very coordinated. This is a team to watch, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are really, cranking things up to 11 this season, and it's one of the main reasons I wanted to pick up this cast was these guys are up-and-comers, and they're fun to watch. And I'm excited about the rest of this matchup. If you're just joining us, it's just map 1. You haven't missed anything. You can get the synopsis from the chat, I'm sure, but it has been a good series so far, as now Mayhem is going to look to make their attack onto this North Courtyard objective, and there has not yet been a Volk win for either side, so all Marsoc round trades.
I guess they are not jack of all trades, but just good in attacking. What we're gonna see was still pretty young, but it seems that Game Reaper has hopefully not left, but crashed. It seems maybe the system didn't take that last loose too well and decided to gonna shut down. But okay, they aborted the counter. I thought for a second they're gonna start with 4 against 5, but I guess we have to wait another few minutes. Hey.
Yeah, we will let these guys file on into the lobby. I do want to see in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, let us know who you think's gonna win this. I see a little bit of go this team, go that team, but let's see some predictions. I want to see what you guys think is going to be happening here. Do appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll get you guys involved as well.
I mean, they can spice it up. A little bit illegal betting here and there doesn't hurt a soul, eh?
Very true.
5 euros on Globochem.
Yeah, it's a good series. I'm glad I picked this up. I'm skipping practice for this. My team is gonna be furious. Furious.
Oh no, you didn't. You didn't. My team comes always first. I'm not gonna pick a cast if I have practice.
You know what? No, it definitely goes first. But we've got a lot of practices this week, so we're not missing out too much. And I'm the only one missing practice. Let's be serious. The rest of my team is definitely taking it seriously. So
Reaper is back, and we're starting in with a new round. This time, Globochem on the defending and Mayhem on the attacking side. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in the antenna.
Oh yeah, if I had a nickel. All right, we have got Globochem on the defense.
So I think my couch is like over here, but it's actually...
I am confused. I'm seeing Master close on the defending Globochem team.
Oh, yeah.
Looks nice. I mean, it's some new fashion outfit. I like it. A little bit of the confusing side, I must admit, but I mean, it fits them.
We've got Volk helmets on Marsoc bodies on Volk players, and the opposite on the other side. So do ignore the colors, the clothes colors. Just pay attention to the name color, as those do still match. So Mayhem does get the same spawn, but we're not seeing that same level of aggression as they opt to stay in the south. They've just got James up in the hill, trying to get that long angle onto Burning Courtyard, and I think this is one of the problems of making these crosses so late, is the defense is already set up. But so
Yeah, but-
far, it has worked out.
To shoot someone across the street, after my experience, is quite difficult because you have such a narrow angle, at least for the South Street. But no one is there anyway, so I guess it's not a problem.
Yeah, it is a
No, no,
challenging shot to make, even when you've got the angle and you know, even if you've got the intel, it's a tough shot to make. So we will see a couple pot shots coming off of the South Hills, not going to land as Globo stays tucked in. Arsenic and Toast here in the center burning, keeping an eye on South Street. We've got Auto rotating up to the rooftop. Looks like he was spotted out as there's a laser there coming from Technic towards his position, but Auto just securing the north.
Yeah, we have some sneaking. It's really slow this round. Mayhem really did go for the patience route this time. We have some sneaking in the middle from Technic and some push-in south and north, but generally we're not even crossed half the line, so...
Yeah, and as I situate the camera here in the South Hills, taking a look at the overhead map, you can kind of see what they're setting up. They've got their well, it's 4 players on the map, but there are 5 players, and they're set up in basically a straight line across the map as they go to clear it piece by piece. So this is, I think, part of their sort of patient finding picks plan. Some more shots ringing out. Will not land.
Yeah, it's odd. Both teams are... normally you have one defensive, one aggressive, but this time both are really defensive. The midsection is almost empty. We have a push now on the north side, but whole north roof is completely open. No one is there.
Yeah, Otto is kind of rotating back and forth here, and now I think he's going to spot out Wookie. He does indeed, and Game Reaper is going to be aware of that spot and just misses the shots on Otto as he makes the call-outs.
Some Matrix dodges right here from Auto.
Yeah, indeed, I'm sure Game Reaper is saying, "Oh, how did I miss that? He didn't even shoot at me." Nade's coming out in
I
the
know
middle.
situations. I would say hashtag understandable.
Indeed, and we're still... I mean, we're still waiting on this final North member. Game Reaper. I think this North battle is really going to make a huge impact on the game. Technic is going to be the one that finds the long-range pick on Arsenic from up top on that catwalk. A great pick for them. Arsenic, a huge danger on Q1.
It feels like I'm watching the last round in slow-mo because Potato Bot, same position like the last round. I forgot his name again.
Mixologist, yeah.
Yeah, and on the ambulance here, it's... I guess the old tricks never change much. It's time for the new map, Turbine. We need the new strats.
Hey, he's still up there.
Auto chucking the nade out, looking to get that kill onto Game Reaper. He's not going to find it. Game Reaper looks for one, but Auto rotates into the incorrect position, and Potato Bot will find the long-range pick, and now Globo's in trouble again as they're down 4-3. Toast with the quick equalizer onto James.
It's a quick. Grenades are tossing and flying on Toast, but Toast is a strong man. He isn't scared by the grenades at all.
What I've noticed through a couple of casts for Globochem is Toast is just a master of utilizing that wall. Thunderpilot just missing that peak. Potato Bot will trade with Toast, and now Thunder should be hearing these call-outs and will confirm. There it is. Thunder will find that. Now it's a 2v2 as one is taken out completely. Mix looking now for Game Reaper here in the north as he pushes through. Game Reaper, I think, does he have pad out? Is he getting
Yeah,
ballsy
he's
on
pad
this?
out. The smoke is out. Oh no! You don't get to cap on a Nico Small. He's not gonna let that happen. Neither does Mix-a-Lot. Takes him down. Yeah, he should have taken his weapon.
That was pretty bold to think that you could just pull your pad out like that with one smoke. Has got some stones. Mayhem, though, working with 30 seconds. It's a 1v2 now. Globo equalizing this situation. This should be an easy pick for Technic, although he is using a scoped weapon. Lets a few shots out. Now they are aware of his position. He's only got 20 seconds. He needs to find Mix, but Thunderpilot's going to be the one that finds the frag, and Globochem will find the first Volk round of the game so far. Man, what a series it has been. The first Volk pickup, but honestly, that could have gone either way. Mayhem really showing some strength there, only falling apart towards the end with sort of a bold cap strategy. They were running out of time, so I kind of understand it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just have to go for the caps. We had some major lucky caps on Bazaar in some rounds. We're just thinking, how did he manage to do that? He was so dead, but somehow no one did seem to see him. And he just went for the cap, at least in our matches. But, you know, luck is not always prevailing.
That's true. It can be a challenging situation, but we have seen plenty of players prevail against all odds. We've seen caps 1v5. I mean, all kinds of crazy stuff has happened. That's why we love these matchups. So Globo now going to be going into their Marsoc round and hoping to close the map out versus Mayhem, but Mayhem needs to find their first Volk win if they want to stay alive. So what do you think? You think they can find it here? Has their defense been feeling strong to you?
Both teams seem to have a pretty weaker, a little bit weaker defense when compared to their offense, as they're not really that patient. Even though they seem on the attack side, they are patient compared to their most American fellows, but on the defense side, they're just as impatient as everyone else, peeking a little bit and getting downed and killed. That's it's both teams' weakness, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Globochem coming through in the northwest. They've got 3 Toast. Are we peeking this corner? Is he going to spot Wookie? Wookie's not even checking this angle yet. He's going to be in danger
he just
here.
runs for it.
Oh, he's going to get
Toast
spotted.
and Wookie. Oh, God.
Oh, there's so many of them. Auto's not seeing him yet. Toast isn't seeing him yet. The shot's now ringing out. Wookie should know where this is coming from.
Oh, I have to check his habit first. His body makes the jump across the 10-yard line.
Unfortunate. Mix is going to find it on that crazy rotation, and Toast will be the one that finds Technic on the inside wall of the objective. And just like that, 60 seconds in, Mayhem working with 3. And now James in trouble again.
Yeah, that's what I said. Not really patient on the defensive side. Didn't even know from where the enemies could come. They just guessed, oh, we're gonna come from Motel and peek the north without having to check that the enemy is actually in his back. That's a little bit dangerous. Mixlot has his eyes on the burning building. It's really dangerous for James to peek, but they do it anyway.
Ooh, Potato Bot is gonna find Toast on his northwest approach, and James is continuing to try to fend off Mix here in this burning courtyard. He's now rotated out completely, but James is not out of the woods yet. There are 2 players potentially with eyesights on him. Arsenic setting up on these stairs. And Thunder Pilot on the inside. Some shots ringing out. And we can see... So
How am I missing? What is going on?
Laser's not tracking. Looking like there's... There it is. Arsenic will find the kill in the end.
That was a nice shot. Singular bullet taken down with a nice headshot. Al dente. These shots were al dente.
They were very, very nice. Mayhem now with 2, but Potato Bot is going to find the equalizer, and now it is a 2v2, just the 2 members approaching from the east that the defense will have to deal with. And
yeah, that's pretty strong.
Let's follow Marsoc as they make their approach.
Yeah, 2v2, so these teams, they don't give each other any meter if they can manage to hold it. A little bit like the old trench wars in World War I. Brutal.
Yeah, they have got to fight for every inch as they make this approach. They've got 3 minutes to get there, so plenty of time, considering they've already crossed about 3/4 of the distance they need. Game Reaper's going to find Arsenic on an aggressive push into the plane nose, and now Mayhem looking real good to grab this Volk round as well.
Let's see if Thunder Pilot can actually manage to show us if he's the Red Baron or not in this World War I scenario. He has to do the 2 against 1. But his laser's already on him. Oh, Thunder, you better lie down.
Oh, he has got to cross real gentle here as Potato had the sight line to not hit the shots. This is such a tough situation to be in. I mean, if we kind of like zoom out here and take a look, the approach is so difficult. You've got Potato Bot on the inside. I guess the best situation here is to rotate south and maybe come through from the gas station side. You've got 2 minutes to do it. He's going to use the utility there.
The problem is that 2 minutes seem like sort of much on the clock, but for him it's not enough. Nice smokes that he gave him the room to maneuver here, but 2 minutes is not enough, especially if you have to crouch all the way because the lasers are on you.
Yeah, absolutely. And there it is. Looks like he is going to try to push from the south side as Potato has that north lockdown. No. He's hearing me. He does not want to do the things the casters are saying. Instead, opting to head north. Potentially right into Potato Bot's line of fire here.
Oh no, I can't see. I have to take away.
And there it is. Potato Bot's going to find the kill onto Thunder Pilot. MAYHEM stay alive in the series. 3-2 so far.
Almost worse than the Final Destination. If you just see somebody walking into that laser, it's like, oh no, cannot watch.
Yeah, as a longtime caster, I am a little bit, I'm like sort of 50-50 on lasers. I do love them on short maps. On long maps, I feel like it takes a little bit of the suspense out. You know, you kind of know whether or not they spotted an enemy. There's a little bit of that I kind of miss, but overall, I think the viewing experience with lasers is a lot better. You kind of understand what players are doing a little bit better when you can see where, you know, at least where their gun is trained. It's not where their eyes are looking, but it is where their gun is trained.
I actually don't see the benefits of having no lasers on long maps, because for Downfall, how do you know where to put your camera if you don't know what the enemy is seeing? I have to, especially if they split up, 5 people.
That is
split up
true.
your camera in 5 people.
That is very true. That is a good point. I will concede that especially on Downfall, it definitely can be helpful. So either way, you know, it's just my own. You get set in your ways, right? Just because something is better doesn't mean you're gonna like it right away. I found that in my, you know, even in my career, I work in computers, and sometimes I'll do things the long way just because that's the way I've done things, you know.
Okay.
It's a personal flaw more than anything else.
Just nostalgia.
We do appreciate the devs for bringing all this new stuff into the casting for us. That is fantastic. Thank you to Down4 for that. But no time to thank anybody else as we're getting into round 6 of map 1. Globochem now on defense, still looking to close this out, but MAYHEM able to hold on there. We are getting the mirrored spawn. MAYHEM will be approaching from the north, and it looks like the east. So very similar plays I'm seeing. I mean, really similar. They're sending 2 to the west, and they got 2 holding down the center.
Yeah, it seems that they are equally pushing, but not as, let's say, not careful. I'm just missing word yet again. The Mix-a-Lot is doing his remixes front on the underside of the front roof, just waiting that someone is daring enough to push up and can take him out.
It's a tough spot to clear. You don't normally expect a defender to be there. It's such an open position.
Yeah, it's definitely, but it's a good angle considering the spawn on the north side. Actually, anybody that wants to kill him has an either to take him down with a grenade or has to actually cross his path. So it's a pretty neat spawn point. I'm gonna memorize that. See, I learn something every day. The more you know.
That's right. That is right. Tuning into these casts is so much good information for every player. It gives you a lot of stuff to chew on, a lot of interesting information. Mixologist using that spot will find Wookie, and he does have the call out on Potato Bot as a nade trade comes out. Mix clubs his nade as I think he had to run away from the nade being tossed at him.
How did he manage that? Oh, nice. Taking down Potato Bot on the north roof here. This man is a monster. He's mixing with the blood of his enemies. Taking down Game Reaper yet again, having taken out 3 enemies on his own. Wow. Globochem are here for the game. They want to finish it now and not any minute later.
Yeah, that was a monstrous play there by Mix. Great rotations, picking up 3. Now leaving it to just Technic and James. 2 still very powerful players, but I'm not sure if they're 5 members of Globochem powerful yet. As a nade comes out, Mix not going to be caught by that one either. He is juking and jiving these grenades as James is on the corner. Will he go for this peek?
He is aiming at the... Oh, Technic taking down Arsenic, but Mix-a-Lot is coming around, taking down. Come on. Oh, no! He's taking down the monster, has met his enemy. He is done for. His skin is gonna be a nice leather cushion for James here.
Yeah, James finding a great peek there on Mix, who's been playing solid so far. Arsenic is still down, calling for a res, but Toast a little hesitant to go pick him up. Understandably so, as Technic was holding that that long sniper angle. Smoke's now coming out from James.
Thunder Pilot is coming from behind. James has got to watch out.
Ooh, indeed. Good call on that. Thunder Pilot just misses the back of James. James looking for the re-peek, isn't going to find it. Now Thunder will situate on rooftop, most likely, to try to get this pick.
Come on, Thunder. Thunder. I'm neutral, of course.
I've got the AC/DC song playing in my head now. That's the one. We'll see if the offense is thunderstruck here, though. Is Thunder now... I mean, he's kind of exposed here. He should know that someone will come looking for him. Technic still on that catwalk. He's going to have a hard time getting off of that catwalk. I have a feeling that Arsenic will have called him out 3 times over by now. I wonder if he will make the rotation. It's 2 minutes left. 3 members of Globo, 2 of Mayhem. If they can find Thunder Pilot on the roof here.
Yeah, it's kind of hunting season on the roof here, I have the feeling. 3 people, and
There it is.
James taking down Thunder.
And there it is. 2 members of Globochem now remaining. Arsenic still resable. Toast still not opting to go for the... Oh, he's on the other side of the wall. I didn't even notice he was on the other side of the wall. A dangerous res here for Toast.
Now the push comes in at 1 minute 20 seconds. James is going in
Oh, he's here.
and wants to make sure that Toast...
Toast is looking for him.
Hi.
They're peeking each other aggressive on the corner. He's not going to spot him, though. I wonder if Technic's going to get by as a result of this.
Red car, red car. Ambulance.
Okay, the call out comes in. We should see lasers on shortly as Toast finds him, and there's the headshot onto Technic. It's going to leave James as the final member here. He might find the back of Toast, but Toast looks like he might be ready for him. No, James will find him as well. And now Otto's the last one up.
How?
Waiting for these picks. James looking for the pick. The trade comes out. Mayhem will take the 3rd round, and we're going into a defense decider on Quarantine. Holy cow.
That was some good stuff. I'm sweating. Whew.
Oh, boy.
Someone bring you some tissue.
Palms are sweaty, knees weak. Mom spaghetti.
Mom's spaghetti. Oh. Why you had to do it? Why?
Wow, what a play that was. Gosh, oh, you know what? I'm so mad at myself. I don't have my replay buffer running right now. Ugh, man, that would have been a replay to watch, but a great pickup. We'll have all the folks in the chat clip that for us. That's going to be a good one. James finding that kill onto Otto in the end, picking off Toast from the back. Otto missing the shots, and James grabbing that round for Mayhem as now they look to potentially take Quarantine away from Globochem, as they now will be on defense for the ambulance objective here in this final round of map 1.
Yeah, let's see if my predictions yet again come true, although I must say they're really superficial, these predictions. So please don't bet on me. I don't give any guarantees. But Globochem has got to put in now. They have the strong side on the attacking Marsok side here. So I give them a pretty solid chance, but Mayhem did surprise us in the last defense, so maybe I'm wrong.
It's entirely possible, but we won't have to wait too long to find out, because round 7 is underway, ladies and gentlemen. I want to see it in the chat. I know it's delayed, but give us your predictions. What's going to happen here? Mayhem looking real good here on the comeback. 3-1 was the score. Mayhem coming back in 2 successive rounds, and now they've got to hold it together for 1 more to try to take map 1.
I'll try and support you game.
It's going to be that north spawn, so a little bit of pre-fire coming out from James to keep the hill tucked in. Obviously, they probably don't know that it was north spawn, but a little bit of pre-fire.
Game Reaper's gonna run in a crossfire here, and
He's
he
behind
does
the,
not
fire
survive.
station. Oh, nice
Great
job, dude.
prediction
Nice
by Pilot here, expecting someone to come on around the push, and they take him down pretty early, and giving a Globochem a good point, a good angle to attack, actually. Here from
Yeah.
the...
I'm not sure you needed to push out that far. You know, you get critiquey when you're a caster, and of course you don't know the positions,
No,
you don't
totally.
understand the plays sometimes, but in my opinion, being a little bit too aggressive on a final defensive round like this, there's an argument to be made for keeping people pretty tucked in on the objective. Now,
Cover the cross out east.
Thunder Pilot has basically free reign of watching the ambulance approach. He's going to let the rest of his team start filing in.
Thunder Pilot being extremely polite over the radio. Any real commander would have scolded you for saying nice and thanks, but Thunder Pilot, being the polite, is always saying thanks when he's radio. And I hear a drone. Who's flying the drone? Yes, the drone is going in and checking ambulance, making sure that no one is expecting when he's come around the east side, but he has to face the wing and possibly the cookie. Don't watch the dudes.
There it is. So a little bit of info is going to come out from that drone. They should have maybe gotten 1 or 2 positions ID'd from that. So I don't know if we'll see defensive rotations. It might be actually too late for defensive rotations in this situation as James takes a few shots to the east. James is in such an exposed position. So dangerous here. He's got so many lasers trained on his wall. I would bet my bottom dollar there will be a grenade that downs James here.
Thunder Pilot being a little bit hesitant with the push, it seems. Having the infos from the drone should mostly make you pretty sure, but he is unsure. Maybe he didn't see so much after all.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he spotted 1 out. And there's the nade coming in. James is in trouble, and there's the down.
James, you're in trouble.
I do love being predictive when it comes to that kind of stuff. Potato Bot on the rotation. Toast is going to find Potato Bot as he pushes out on that corner. And now Mayhem, just 2 remaining as they go to try. Oh, and that... Oh, how did that not confirm? James, the air burst right over the objective. Not going to find him. Technic and Let Wookie are the only ones left. Wookie looking for the pick. No, Otto's going to find him on the inside, and Globochem is going to look to stay alive as the confirm comes out. Oh, and the team kill.
Kill! No!
There.
Win. Secures with the kills on Technic.
Yeah.
On Technic secure in the first map. 4-3 for Globochem.
Yeah, great series there. Toast with 9 kills, Mix with 8. Potato Bot on the other side, also 9. Great series, though. I mean, we went down to the wire, folks. God, even my prediction was wrong. It was as tight as it could be here in map 1, but we will see what map 2 will bring.
Let's first see what they're gonna pick. I go for Bazaar.
Okay, got a bizarre pick. We'll take the folks back to the war room real quick so that we can refresh the bands in
No, I'm
their
wrong.
minds. You are indeed wrong, as map 1 is quarantine, but map 2 is going to be, and this is Mayhem's choice, Downfall is going to be the pick here.
Yeah, I'm intrigued how they manage a defense on Downfall in their aggressive playstyle, because you cannot rotate that much on Downfall, being that you're really open. If you're rotating too much on Downfall, you're pretty much done for. But it offers a great possibility for defensive players who just take the narrow angle on the uplink directly, almost invisible and not to spot except for a certain angle, and I want to see what they're doing because I have a plan how to play that, but I want to see if they actually manage something to pull something off that I don't know. I want to show me something I don't know.
Yeah, we do love seeing the new strategies. It's one of the reasons another reason I wanted to pick up the Mayhem game. They've just got some fresh, unique plays, and they are fun to watch. And we'll see what happens here. I mean, you gotta admire the boldness here, taking Globochem with Arsenic to Downfall as your pick. So starting on Marsoc, that is a level of confidence not a lot of teams can say they have with this map. So I'm excited to see what Mayhem is gonna bring to this situation.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, if you have a good position inside a house with a narrow angle, it's anyway almost impossible to see, spot, and shoot you. So maybe they have something similar in mind.
We will see, because right now we are getting into our second map. Round one is kicking off.
Yeah, are they there?
No quick spawn. Globochem checking for it, not spotting anyone out. Mayhem going to get that long northeast spawn.
Yeah, but still, they don't have the possibility to go too far out. Globochem here, if they because it's just you can't see them from that Marsoc north spawn. So they still have to tuck in pretty neatly to the uplink.
Yeah, we're gonna zoom in a little bit here as James and Potato sort of scan the objective, but Globo pretty tucked in. 2 on the backside, 1 inside of White, actually 2 I think inside of White building there. Arsenic and Thunder both holding that position, and then 3 on the OBJ. Did I just see a laser? Oh, okay, that was a defensive laser. I thought somebody had gotten up on a top hill, but no. Shots ringing out from Technic here. Oh, he's putting shots down onto the window of Dumpster with the scoped weapon, so he has really taken the lead on these long-range shots.
Yeah, and we see Arsenic and Thunder being in a white building on the hill here, having his sniper position, and following your your prediction that he's actually going to snipe someone. I want to see some sniping. Swiper, the sniper, don't snipe.
Yeah, we will see. I mean, Arsenic having to rotate out of White building there. Did not have a line onto Arsenic, but now gonna rescan. He should spot Arsenic out here. The shots ring out. Technic will find Arsenic, and that is a huge pick on map 2.
Yeah, they are way too open yet again. Easy to pick. That's the danger in this map, because if you're seen, you cannot run anywhere. You're in this house. You're trapped. So let's see if Thunder managed to maybe do some picking on his own,
I'm checking
rotating around and seeing if you can spot anything.
If you take a look at the overhead map, you can see, I mean, Marsoc has taken quite a while to set up. Technic obviously holding that long-range position, looking for those picks onto the OBJ, and the 2 in the east really taking their time on that approach, making sure it's clear.
That's a slow-paced round with a lot of bullets, though.
Yeah, a little bit of covering pre-fire. See, this is what I like to see, is these sort of team-based strategies where one will suppress, one will make some noise, and the other will push to a new position. Really shows a level of coordination that you love to see out of these top-tier teams, and Mayhem showing why they're doing so solid this season here on this map. And on Quarantine. Obviously on Quarantine. What a great 4-3 series that was. You're just tuning in.
Forgot.
Yeah, that went the way of Globochem, but just so. They did handedly take the Marsoc round, but great comeback from Mayhem there to equalize to 3-3.
Equalize. You're gonna say equalize every 2 sentences, I have the feeling.
Well, if they don't stop equalizing it, then I don't have to keep saying it. There's a lot of comebacks in this particular setup. Mix is going to find James, and the trade will come out.
What's our kill count? I've got -1.
Yeah, the church is now free for anyone who feels like he needs to pray.
Go ahead.
Thunderpilot will find Game Reaper in that Marsoc window upstairs, so that is going to even things up here to a 3-3. Auto now scanning the smoke. The Potato Bot is making his approach on.
He's coming down from White House.
Almost finding the
Potato
pick on
Bots.
Mix.
Spotted. Thunder Pilot pushing up in the middle house here. Middle. I'm always saying house instead of hotel, but
Thunder
you know.
Pilot? Oh, that is Thunder Pilot, not Mix. My apologies.
Shame on you.
Cat.
Potato have taken the central hotel, having direct eye on Auto here, peeking his window, but not finding him.
Ooh, Wookiee's gonna
Auto's
make this
nice.
cross. Is Thunder gonna spot him out? He does! The kill comes out there. Now Mayhem just operating with 2 and setting up smokes. I think they're trying to go for this cap. I don't know how easy that's going to be. Realistically, they just need to find Auto.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult.
Ooh, and Auto just ducks the shots as Potato pushes up on this corner. Oh, and Potato is gonna find the kill, but Toast on the refrag will remove that option, and now it's just up to the long-range player, Technic, who is going to run right into Thunder Pilot's fire, and he is going to find that kill, and Globo will grab themselves that defensive round. But what a series. Mayhem getting dangerously close there.
They tried it, but as you said, they dared to challenge Globochem on the map, and at least with Arsenic and Parrot. But Arsenic did die first, so I guess it was something else.
Yeah, that was a great pick by Technic there to find Arsenic, and as I was saying earlier, I mean that is the dangerous long-range shot. I mean, they're all dangerous at long range. Let's be serious, but of the scoped weapon users on Globochem, he is definitely top tier, as I believe he's one of the only ones, if not the only one, who uses a scoped weapon on that team. So a great early pick for them, but not quite able to close it out as Thunder finds a great rotation and grabs himself 3 on that round. What a series it has been, folks.
And we're starting into the next round, going in, and this time Mayhem has our way around. Globochem has to show what they're up to in the attacking position here.
Yes,
Oh,
indeed.
quick spawn.
It is going to be a quick spawn as we get into our second round.
Now I'm curious what Globochem is gonna do about it. I've seen some passive stuff. I've seen the pre-fire just as Toast is pre-firing, but not managing to hit the one crossing to church. Bullets are flying.
Red Truck does manage to stay tucked in. He's looking for these 2 at helicopter. Toast, and like maybe a little frustrated there, not landing those shots, and Mix is pushing heavily into the center hotel. Oh, let me into the window. There it is. Technic finds Mix as he pushes in a little too aggressively. And that is going to be one as Potato Bot shot through the cover there. That is a tough shot to make. He's going to find the kill. Even things out here, 4v4.
What I always like see doing, what I always tell my team to do, if you have shot, just rotate. Don't stay there. They know where you are. And that's what Arsenic's doing. He has a great position. He had a great position, but he didn't take an enemy down. Now it's changing rotation in order not to be too predictable. Don't peek the same spot twice.
I wonder if he blind shot at that. That is such a tough foliage to see. It's like that sort of camo netting, and it is very difficult. Even when you're in that window, it is difficult to see through. So I'm curious if that was a if he spotted someone or if he actually just took shots because it's a common position.
I mean, it is a pretty common position, so he could just take it for luck. I didn't see if he has a silencer. No, he doesn't. No. Well, anyway, just go for it. Just fire a few bullets. I mean, you have 4 magazines anyway, so what damage can be done?
Yeah, you've still got a bunch of teammates up, and they're rotating through the east side now as Thunder and Auto are here in the stables. We're looking for long-range picks. Toast is the one here looking for Technic on the inside.
Yeah, Technic has to be careful. He is spotted. He cannot change his position. Although Center Hotel is one of the few positions where I actually have enough space to roam and actually maybe move away to kind of confuse a bit the enemy.
Yeah, absolutely. Globochem definitely opting for something like that where they've got a lot of different positions where fire can rain down from, keeps the defense on their toes.
Yeah, it seems that Toast is at the moment the only one directly attacking the uplink. The other ones just rotated a little further back. A dangerous move considering that they only have like 3 minutes left, but maybe they are in time and Toast taking down Technic in the Center Hotel. But Arsenic is coming from the north side here, taking down
One down on
Wookie.
objective.
Wookie is found out by Arsenic and Mayhem. Defense falling apart a little bit here as they've just got 2 remaining. Globochem has 3 up, 1 Resible. Is that Toast? That is Toast that is down. That would be a very long rotation to try to get that pick, or that revive. Not sure that Globochem will opt for that, as they do still have man advantage.
Arsenic again, rotating a long way. He has only 2 minutes, but I guess he wants to go for the revive.
I was going to say, I wonder if he's going for Toast. That would be insanity.
Yeah, but I guess he doesn't know.
Thunderpilot throwing a botched nade there. Gonna give a little bit of positional information away. Setting up on the hill. Arsenic pushing down the hill here. We're gonna have to deal with James first. They've only got 2 minutes left to make this push, so they gotta get Otto set up on the hill. If he can get up onto that ravine, it's gonna give him a nice sight line into the window. Could be a quick refrag if Arsenic rushes the corner, although with Arsenic's scoped weapon, he probably does not have the ideal weapon for this situation.
Take out the pistol, do it in John Wick style, and then finish with the pencil. No problem there.
That would be pretty sweet. Get on that, VR devs.
Yeah, get on there. I want some close quarter fist action.
Yeah, I want some finishing moves. Mortal Kombat in Onward. James will find Otto on that push to that hill, so not quite as easy as he expected. Arsenic now looking for James. Wonder if this is some penetrable objects here.
Yeah, it's out of wood, so it should be. But it seems he doesn't get an angle on it.
Oh, that burst fire
Decided
not
for the
working
grenade.
out. The smoke coming in. Gonna rotate around James. Oh, he's smoking the inside. Trying to smoke through the wall here as James throws that nade a little too early. Now Arsenic on the inside as Thunder finds Game Reaper on the other corner. And Arsenic will peek the window and find James, and Globochem locks in their
Yeah,
second
that
round.
smoke through the wall move is just so good. I saw it first. The first time I actually saw it was today in a random comp lobby match, and I kind of forgot about it. But now seeing it live in action, I definitely need to try that smoke. Even though technically it should probably not be possible, but hey.
Yeah, well, we'll get there. We will get there. Every time we try to make our smokes better, we make performance horrible. So I'll take a little bit of smoke through the walls until we can get a better performing. Well, I wonder if that's a hardware problem. You know, it's a lot of floating points to keep track of. We will see.
Pavlov has a pretty nice smoke.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. But either way, Globochem looking strong here. Mayhem's pick into downfall, feeling a little bit like their downfall. And we make that joke almost every time, but in this case, it's definitely feeling strong. However, I will say an 0-2 is not by any stretch of the imagination the end of the series, as Mayhem has been doing well in the comeback department.
You know, everybody loves a good underdog, so Mayhem, get in there, push some buttons, and make the enemy pay. We have another quick spawn here.
Yeah, mirrored spawns. We've got the... Actually, I'm sorry, not mirrored spawn. This is the first objective in the South HQ. So it just moved one building over, but the spawn is quick for the offense.
Globochem is splitting up, expecting maybe a Masok spawn, but they are mistaken. So that's a good chance that MAYHEM can actually do a quick push from the west side here.
Ooh, shots ring out for Potato Bot's gonna alert Mix to that position, but he's gonna miss those shots. And now a little bit of that info given away as Mix still looking for him, but Potato Bot is gonna find the kill. Surprisingly enough.
Yeah, I mean, that was the objective cover he just took out.
Callouts coming out for Potato. Almost correct. Thunder did remain up there, but we did see a rotation from, who's that, Arsenic? Yeah, Arsenic rotating into the South Hills as he readjusts for this this spawn. That's what I'm imagining happened here. Technic now looking for Thunder Pilot and the Twins.
Yeah, I'm really impressed by the far side of Wookie here, who did expect that if they moved up to the Twins, I did not see MAYHEM there, that they would try to move up and flank, which is a natural move, of course, if you're so far ahead already. There's some nice positioning.
Yeah, indeed. Speaking of positioning, take a look at the overhead map. We've got 2 on the objective, 1 in the far hills, and 1 in the east as Game Reaper is going to find Auto on the inside, and Toast now looking for his pick as he rains fire down on James' position, trying to keep him on that wall. Jeez Louise, he really did not want him pushing up past
Rains
that wall.
from above.
Yeah, that was probably most of a clip. 5/6 of a clip, I would imagine. He just emptied into him.
I mean, he has the numbers, so why not?
Arsenic does get the revive.
He lost his gun. Arsenic lost his gun. He was revived, but he has no gun now. He has to fight with his... He doesn't have any equipment, it seems, except for his grenade and his tablet. Maybe his knife is of any use, but now he's pretty much just ballast.
He can find Mixologist's weapon here, so he does grab the AK.
Yeah.
And we will
sometimes
see.
you have to recycle whatever is good for you.
Yeah, he's got to find the position here on Toast. There's a couple shots ring out for Potato to keep Toast and Arsenic sort of pinned in that position. Thunder still on the back hills here.
Yeah, MAYHEM's attack is pretty strong so far, having lost none of their members and having a nice circle who's slowly but steadily closing in on the Globochem people. We're still 4 people.
Yeah, they do have 4 up. It's nothing to shake a stick at, but now the smokes are coming out as they're going to try to make their approach. Arsenic and Toast doubling their view here onto the West Street as they expect that push to come down from there, but we are seeing Wookie up in the Marsoc towers. Could potentially find the back of Thunder Pilot if he is forced to rotate out. And now we're seeing more smokes. There's 2.5 minutes left. They've got to start making their push through these smokes. If they use up all this utility and find none, and Game Reaper is gonna find a team
to shake
kill.
the stick at. Oh my god, no.
Yeah, Game Reaper is gonna get the bad end of that stick, and that one of the issues with playing with a reservist is sometimes your plays don't work out right, but James is gonna find Thunder Pilot on that back hill, and now Potato Bot is in close. They've got to be careful here. Arsenic and Toast both tucked in here. I mean, this is a sandwich. They've got Auto, Toast, and Arsenic on the inside as Auto find James on the approach. Potato Bot now looking for this refrag. Not gonna spot it out as Game Reaper.
Auto is in serious danger. Potato coming up from behind, but before he takes out Game Reaper. Oh no! Well done by Arsenic taking out Potato Bot.
Yeah, and Auto with that confirm, and now it's just the long-range player again. Technic as he finds one.
That was some good shot.
1v2, Arsenic on the corner now looking for that refrag, getting a bit aggressive. He's got 60 seconds, but a scoped weapon is so dangerous. Is Arsenic going to spot him on the inside of this corner? I think the hill may be obfuscating. No, the stairs, I suppose, would be the thing that blocks that.
I guess the next update could bring some interesting thing for players like Technic with the possibility of having sight scopes on their weapon and therefore using them as a close quarters weapon. So that's something interesting to come at.
Canted sights. Yeah, I think that would be a fantastic addition. That it's something that I think we were told is coming. Toast on the inside of this objective. I don't think Technic is going to be ready for this. As Toast just holds this laser angle on it. Technic's got Pat out.
No.
What?
What?
He doesn't die as Technic rushes the corner and Toast with the finishing kills there. Good lord.
What was that? Did he use his tablet as a bullet sponge, or?
I think he just shot him in the fingers a bunch.
Yeah, I guess he just missed him a lot. Can happen if you're lying on the floor. You have some body muscles to actually heave your your chest up in the air when you're lying down. So I guess power gave up in the middle of the shot.
Interesting either way. And Globochem now finding their stride off in that quarantine win, are 3 rounds into Downfall. Looking to close the series out here versus Mayhem. Wondering if Mayhem has something up their sleeve for this objective, as they do need to hold this defense to stay in the series and the map itself. So we will see what that looks like in just a few moments. But I do want to take a second and thank everybody in the chat for hanging out with us today. We do appreciate you. I've seen a bunch of clips come in. You guys are awesome for that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're getting a kiss from me too. Gotta share the love with the community. We're all so close.
Absolutely. Why we do
if you
this.
want to be... I did it again. But if you want to be close to, down below are the social media links, and you have the possibility to join the Onward Discord to get some of my smooches too. If you're interested to join the Onward community and possibly join a reservist or a team to take part in this awesome series of VRML's league matches.
Yeah, definitely check out those links. But right now we've got round 4. So don't go anywhere. Don't change the channel, folks. This is not the time. Globochem looking strong, setting up their offensive push for the same objective. They will get the northeast rather than the northwest approach.
Yeah, we're going for the direct path here. No one is expecting them so far. No push up the twins. So we should have a free reign when it comes to taking the canyon. Although they have to mess with Technic, who is again with his long-range scope overseeing the long paths of Downfall.
Yeah, he's going to have some trouble here on the east, as he's got nobody watching that angle. So he'll be up on this hill, which is great vantage for this north and northwest. But if you're not splitting your time with the east, you can easily get snuck up on from the back. And that's looking a lot like what's going to happen here as Globochem spreads out and gets set up. I mean, look at that solid line as they get everybody into position. Just a straight line across the map.
Yeah, he has an eye on his map, definitely. But if he's not careful, he's going to be having some technical issues.
With the puns.
The cringe is a little bit with us here tonight.
This guy with his puns. Arsenic looking for that long range. You see that laser scanning the hills. Technic is in a good position right now. He's not likely to get spotted for, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds maybe. But he is definitely going to be in danger as Arsenic continues that push through the South Hills. Wonder how quickly he's going to be able to spot him out.
Funda's got to be careful. If he's keep pushing, he's going to end up in the side of Technical here.
Technic now looking towards the east as Arsenic launches the drone out. And this should be a quick call out and a quick kill for Auto. Technic does spot the head in the trade.
No, the trade. Yeah, I guess Technic had something to talk with the match here. Didn't let himself get killed easily.
Following the drone here as it makes its view around the map, and there it is. It will be shot down from the objective. Not a lot of intel, I don't think, that would have picked up. But always hard to say, as we've got somebody pretty close here. Mix finally making it into Center Hotel. He's got to clear this position. Rest of Globochem still getting set up in the center and the east. Arsenic heads up to the South Hill to try to get the pick on the inside of the objective building. That is my guess. That is a good angle to hold as Toast Sending a little bit of pre-fire down.
I guess Arsenic is doing a little bit of a long-range game here. He has the equipment and the will. Interesting weapon choice with the M4A4, I think.
M16. M16 A4.
M16.
Yeah.
Really? M16A4? I thought it was M4. Ah, whatever. Whatever. I'm not a gun specialist on this.
I don't think we have an M4 in the Onward lineup. I think it's the MK18 and the M16. So those are the two of those rifle variants. I think the M4 is more the assault rifle, the auto assault rifle, whereas the M16 is the burst and the single shot. So.
Oh. Good to know. You learn something every day here in the cast. VRML.
That's right. That is right. Arsenic finally getting this angle. Could he find James inside? Laser is trained. I don't think James will be expecting this. He's got the scope on him. James has to duck out. There it is. Arsenic finds the headshot in the end, and James is down and out. So that is Mayhem with 3. Globo operating now with 4. As Mix scans for Potato Bot's position, but it doesn't matter. Potato Bot has just got Mix's number these last 2 rounds. He finds him again as he makes this push, and now Globo opting only to approach from the east and south.
Yeah, that was a really good move from Arsenic here, as he has the only angle to actually take out anyone protecting the uplink directly. That's a really good move.
So here's the problem. Toast is very close to objective, and he does not have any defenders really in any kind of range. Now, if I know my Globochem, they're not going to opt for a cap here when they can just finish it with kills, but if he wanted to, he could basically just walk right on up to it.
Yeah, the smoke is flying out. He's in.
Ooh, Arsenic
Arsenic
finds
taking out.
another kill.
I think one at dumpster.
Unreal kills here as grenades come out from Potato Bot. Toast opting to wait. Now Potato Bot under fire as Thunder Pilot finds him from a downtown position, and now it's just one member.
Game Reaper coming around. Oh.
Nice pick there.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Game
finds
Reaper.
2. Thunder Pilot looking for that final refrag. He does find Game Reaper on the objective as he ducks down and looks to reload, and Globochem will handily take map 2 in the series. 4-0 there.
There was some straight up match. I mean, we know that they're pretty close in terms of their recent successes, but Globochem is just delivering here.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, as I'd said earlier, picking into Downfall versus Globochem is really just asking for probably one of the biggest challenges you can have in this game right now. They are very strong on that map, so not surprising to see them take that. But Mayhem, I mean, it was pretty tight on rounds. The score was not close, but the rounds came down to really just 1v2s or 1v3s in most situations. It was not a blowout by any means, so Mayhem still performing really well. However, just not able to put anything on the board in the end there. And now we're going to our final map. And let's back to the war one more time so they can see what the bans were. Burbia and Tanker are out. So the final map you might be able to already hear is Bazaar. Bazaar is going to be our third map.
Bazaar. I honestly expected Cargo, because a lot of these matches, if they decided with the first 2 rounds, are tending to get to a quick end, because both teams kind of have said in their mind, yeah, it's decided and we're just gonna get in for the quick round to get a few MMR juice points. But it seems like both teams, they are rather in for the Bazaar here, getting in another juice. Globochem wants their MMR juice, really. They really want it.
Yeah, they are opting for, I mean, it's a mid-range map. It can still play pretty quickly if you and your team decide to play it quickly. So not super surprising, but yeah, I do think most of the chat was thinking, and even I was thinking that Cargo would be our third map of the series. But I am still excited to see what happens here on Bazaar as Mayhem now look to start on defense. They will be getting the hotel objective as their first defensive challenge. Getting into round 1 of map 3.
We good on the kill count, guys. We could have won that last round.
The first round for the rest of your life.
They have got to put it together here and save a little bit of that sweet, sweet MMR.
I can taste it on my tongue.
They are. I mean, after that quarantine round, you know they were getting excited for it. So I do definitely feel for them. We will see what type of. I mean, what's interesting here is we're not seeing Raphael in on any of these maps, so we're not going to see that shield play come out that we would normally see here. Instead, Arsenic opting to stay in.
Watch the angle from Neb 2.
Yeah, pretty strong and fast push from Globo here. Coming 2 people direct on the main road here, but no one is pushing up to them. Pretty tight ring around the fence uplink here. I'm gonna say here one more time. I'm gonna bite my tongue.
Hey, that's all right. If it conveys the point, it doesn't matter.
Here.
Here, yeah, exactly. Here at the VRML. As long as you add at the VRML afterwards, it always sounds good, you know? It's
Here at the VRML, we like to share some smooches and licking feet.
we like to party. We like to party.
You're in for the 2000 song today. What's happening?
I think if I do any more of that song, we're gonna get charged by yeah. No, because then we have to pay royalties. It's a whole thing.
Oh man, you better not come into Germany. We have a whole organization when it comes to music licensing. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, no, it's not any better here in the United States, trust me. Not any better. So a minute and a half has passed, and Globochem finally all the way into the bazaar here as they sort of push up leapfrog style across these points, but the defense not being too peaky. Everybody's sort of tucked in. They've got a nice little ring around the objective.
Zenik here, a little bit of chanting. Let's go.
Yeah, I can hear him almost across the map with his whisper.
Let's go. The smoke, this time not through the walls.
Yeah, they do want to block off that view as Arsenic pushes in now.
I'm so impressed how they managed to throw that smoke so accurately. Because they have
Yeah, they've done a good job. A Potato Bot's going to find Arsenic in that window on the long range. And now Thunder Pilot is on the inside here. Game Reaper will be the first one to deal with as Mix watches the window. Oh, Game Reaper's going to find 2, and Thunder Pilot is collateral as he finds Mix of the window, and Thunder rotates in at the right time. Technic finds Toast, and now it's just Auto who finds Potato, but Wookie will get the refrag, and Mayhem grab themselves
what
a
just happened?
round. That was a quick push.
Yeah, I mean, the first minute was like nothing. Everybody was sneaking around. And suddenly, everything in 20 seconds went down. This was too much for my brain. I have to revisit it.
If you have not, I mean, that's really what this objective is about, right? It's getting set up and then making a push that overwhelms your defenders. But I think a little bit of that was Thunder Pilot running in front of those bullets and giving Game Reaper a nice little double kill. Potato Bot finding Arsenic early really stacked the odds against Globochem as they finished that push off, and Auto getting a refrag, but just too many to deal with in the end, and Mayhem find themselves their first round win in 5 rounds.
Well, they're in. They still can fight. Nothing said that they've given up.
Yeah, it is great to see teams not deflate after losing a series. These guys are fighting tooth and nail for every inch so far.
The chat is providing me with the frag grenade jokes all over the place. It's okay, because now frags go through the wall too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there are some tweaks to be made still as the game progresses.
Yeah, I guess the fragment's a little bit too much
A little too powerful. You know, another thing I've noticed in this matchup, we didn't really bring it up, but no flash grenade utilization. I haven't seen any flashes used on both sides. The flashes
supposed to talk about that.
having. Hey, listen, I am a caster and a member of the league. I will bring it up if I need to. It's not controversial. The flashes do seem to be at least a topic of discussion. They don't seem to be quite balanced. So there is some discussion about balance, but neither team really opting to use them. I mean, to be honest, Quarantine and Downfall probably not the most flash-friendly maps. Maybe if we'd seen something like Suburbia or Cargo, we could have seen them come out, but I think potentially...
Yeah, we could have waited 20 seconds till someone can make a shot before he's...
Yeah, definitely some issues with that in the game. So just a little note there that we have not seen that come out. So I think teams have been agreeing like a gentleman's agreement to either use or not use them. So potentially they just agreed.
Use some flash, come on! At least no one is wearing a night vision.
That is very true. We do have no night vision out on this map, which is surprising. A lot of players have been using it. Mixologists just wave
Yeah,
it.
but we reworked it again. It's kind of a mixture of a state as it was before 2 patches ago. Like, completely bright on days.
What are you doing, Mix?
Ah, you're seeing that too, yeah.
It's just waving his gun around. Makes the laser look kind of silly.
Yeah, I guess he dropped his little thing to play the guitar for, you know? Dropped this in the gun and he's shaking to find it
Thing called
out.
a tablet. It's on your back.
Oh, James with
No.
the cheeky call-outs is going to trade with Mix.
Market guard, there's one upstairs market guard. I think he's resible.
Come get me quick.
Yeah, he's resible
Both
for
are
one
handing
market
out the
guard.
calls.
He's about to press that other guy behind market guard.
Yeah, we'll see if there's going to be a rotation to north here as Thunder Pilot might be looking for this this rotation. No! Technic!
What? No! What are you doing?
Oh, he was looking for the confirm on Mix. Instead, he confirms his teammate. What an unfortunate situation here. Is Technic now in a decent spot maybe to pick up Arsenic? I don't know if he can really check that window.
Now it's the trade. Both are dead.
It is a 4v4, yeah, both players out, so I suppose not the end of the world, but still unfortunate to see as Toast finds 2. Let Wookiee and Game Reaper both down in the east. Not able to deal with that approach.
Yeah, Globochem is having a strong lead today. In the defense. Having 4 people against 2, but, you know, the tables are turning.
Oh, Arsenic actually catches a little bit of that fragment from that frag on that angle. So botched nade actually doing a little bit of work as now Technic is looking for a Mix. Arsenic doesn't have his gun up. He's not looking for it quite yet. And now Technic is across.
Someone said in chat that you're funny. I think they're lying.
Me? Funny? No, that's crazy.
No,
You're crazy.
You smuggled bots again, did you?
I'm
Some fake viewers? Yeah.
Technic just lobbing those frags all up into this objective, trying to get some defensive rotation, but nobody opting to look just yet as they've all got a sight line onto the OBJ. Auto on the outside. Arsenic will find Potato Bot as he pushes down from the... actually, I'm sorry. I think he was still upstairs. And now Technic all by himself. Rocking the SA-80. Obviously no need for a scoped rifle here. Will he be able to spot Auto on the inside of the wall? He does, but it's too late. And Auto will find himself a kill.
I mean, yay, good match. Equally, both teams.
That's right. Try to keep our caster biases in check as much as we can. You know, sometimes I will say this: sometimes you want certain plays to succeed. It's not always about teams, but there are certain plays that I'm like, oh man, I really want this to work out. You know, 2 shields and versus an RPG. Oh, you want that RPG to win. You want to see those 2 shields blow up.
I know. Gotta win.
Yeah, that is so sometimes that happens, but Globochem here Globochem here evening things out. 1-1 on Bazaar as we shift objectives now down to center Humvee down in the south, center south actually.
Yeah, expecting some western action on the west side. Always a neat little spot to get attacked on.
I'll see what the
Please give it out
spawn
to us.
is. It looks like it's east spawn, in fact. Here we go, and round 3 is now underway.
I'm changing my mind. I'm in for Mayhem. We have the better humor.
Yeah, Mayhem is having a good time. They're keeping their spirits up. That is so important in this game, and really in any competitive game. Keeping your spirits up is such a big boon to all your players and to team morale in general.
Yeah, we gotta have fun. Girls just want to have fun.
That's right. When don't they want to have fun? Auto and Mix making it across there in the east. Doesn't look like anybody was really watching that cross, so they will have gotten across 3 now with basically no problem. I'm surprised James not watching that angle at all. They've almost entirely given up on the east. I mean, if you take a look at their defense here, they really just kind of ignored the east cross, allowing Globo to really get set up.
Yeah, it's a quite conservative formation by Mayhem, having not that push on the east side in mind. Now there's only one person standing in their way. So, let's see if Technic is able to hold them all off. 3 against 1.
Yeah, I wonder if keeping themselves tucked in from the long range on the east was a strategy, trying to lure Globochem in close and try to win those close trades, as that is where Mayhem has found their strength so far. Downfall being a good example of that. Quarantine, when they got close, Mayhem was able to win a lot of trades, but when there was distance involved, really only Technic was putting up any sort of challenge at range, and that is why Globo was able to sweep map 2. Thunderpilot now here on the inside looking for James's position, but the south is getting set up as well, as they've got 3 pushing in. Wookie just on the inside of Blue Room. He's not going to be effective for quite some time.
Yeah, slow and steady push yet again. It's probably going to end up in 20 seconds fight again.
Yeah,
faster than
I mean, once you see the smokes, you get to OBJ. That's the rule, the casting rule. If there's smokes within 100 meters of OBJ, you are on it, because that is when the action's going to happen.
Yeah, it's probably some... It's called... I forgot the name. Right. Like, sort of like a reflex. When you see smoke, your heart goes pumping. Just like when it goes slower when you're underwater with your head.
Very
Smoke
true.
Reflex.
Very true.
And the grenade is flying from Arsenic, but not even remotely.
Toast and Auto now pushing through. They're going to have to clear Wookie first. The shot's ringing out now from Toast. Looks like just to suppress the inside of the objective. Potato Bot spotted out by Arsenic as well. And now we're seeing the smoke come out. So I am going to be here on objective looking and waiting as Thunder tries to create a little bit of a diversion here. I wonder if that's just for Auto and Thunder to make their push here on the eastern side.
Yeah, still slow and steady, but still going for it. The objective is getting circled in. Arsenic now with his night vision on the spawn of Mayhem. But no one is there. No one stops him.
Arsenic now rotating around the backside of Technic. Yeah, he's got to be hearing these footsteps. Wonder who's going to... I don't want to stick here too long because I know something's going to happen on the objective as I keep my eye on these two.
Me for that.
Yeah, you keep an eye on those two fellas. I'll keep my eye over here.
Ooh, Arsenic taking out James in the West Alley. Technic now definitely heard that shot.
Technic does find Mix. Now Arsenic rushing in. Technic does find that one as well. And Toast, Thunderpilot, and Auto, the only 2 left, but not a lot on the objective as Wookie caught off guard. Toast will find that kill, and now just Potato and Game Reaper on objective as Technic still tucked in a little bit. He might be able to find Auto as he crosses, but he's not looking. Potato will be the one that finds the frag. Thunderpilot rushes in and gets picked as well, and now Toast, the only one remaining for Globo, as Mayhem holds strong on defense.
He cleaned up pretty thoroughly. not even my housemaid could that clean that well. Toast being in his near proximity and the only one alive to actually do something. Toast, I'm rooting for you. You can do this. Show me something.
Yeah, will there be a 60-second left clutch here? Just looking for one through the fence, doesn't find it. Toast now dropping down on the backside. Oh, and Potato Bot will find the trade, and Mayhem continues their Volk wins here on Bazaar. A great play there by Potato Bot, finding 3.
Definitely. This wasn't a... Sometimes you just have a good round. Sometimes you just have one player who's just... Sometimes it's Game Reaper, sometimes it's Potato. Even I have sometimes good rounds.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I play well, you know?
Sometimes
My team never sees it, but I swear I play well sometimes.
This justifies my whole career in the league. That I sometimes do something not entirely terrible.
That's right. That's right. And a quick start, folks. They are not waiting around.
Nice.
Round 4 coming in.
Seems to take their points seriously as much as they can, providing pretty neat
Can we like petition
round so far. So far, Globochem has to fight still for their points. Not getting any presents today.
No, they are not having an easy matchup, that is for sure, but they are going to be West-centric as they push through on their offense. We'll see if Wookiee and Technic here are in trouble. Those long angle peaks can be pretty difficult. They've got Toast on the inside wall here is going to be looking for somebody crossing in the west. He's not going to find one. And
there's one going by scaffolding. He's crossing the roads. He's going across towards scaffolding.
Game Reaper
Yeah,
calling out Arsenic's rotation there.
Way more aggressive, the defense here, having Arsenic on the main street already. They are way more spread. Expecting early pushes from Mayhem, but Mayhem is holding back.
I might have downed one behind kill room.
Solid
Technic
just
pushing
taking
up
a
a
few shots, does not find one. That is going to give his position away, and now some lasers train there, but they were not able to figure out where he is, so the call-out's still quite incorrect about his positioning. I think James is going to be the person to watch here as he makes this push out onto the street. He's got a laser on him as Thunder Pilot is looking. Is he going to spot him through this little angle? Thunder Pilot's on the outside. James isn't ready for him, and that's the first pick for Globochem. The confirm comes out.
Technic using some smoke techniques, some Austin power tricks coming in here.
Ooh, Arsenic just misses the cross. So now Toast will be the one to have to deal with Wookiee. Wookiee dodges 2 sets of bullets as Toast misses the shots as well. I think he actually did get hit. I believe he did syringe. There's the syringe right there. And now Wookiee going to be looking for the rotation from Toast. He's got to be patient here. He needs some confusion caused by his teammates to let, you know, Toast sort of take his eyes off that cross. Otherwise, he's not going to make it easy on them. There's a bunch of grenade trades as Thunder Pilot finds Potato Bot. Oh my goodness. Inside of this box. These grenades. Look at that.
Yeah.
What a kill that was. Holy cow, but that is a great pickup for Globo, and now Mayhem operating with 3.
I guess slow and steady is the real premise of this round, because even though we have a pretty aggressive push from Globochem in the defensive round, still Mayhem they take their time. No rushing here, you know.
See
Look
who's
at the bright side of life. Just enjoy the time.
See who spots who here as Game Reaper and Thunder holding real tight angles next to each other, but not going to be spotted out. Game Reaper hearing Arsenic's footsteps here is cautious now. The other 2 members still stuck in their respective positions. Game Reaper might not be ready for Arsenic's spot. Will he be? Yes, he is. Game Reaper finds one. Thunder Pilot a little too late on that peak. Ooh, but he's going to be ready for this one.
No. But I think there's still another one on scaffolding.
A little bit of communication there. Not quite correct, but he is waiting for Game Reaper on the street. Thunder Pilot hoping to find this pick. Is he going to find it out here on this bazaar? Will he be checking this corner? And Thunder Pilot returning a little bit of fire there, giving his position away.
Finally, Technic decides to cross, sitting there for almost 1.5 minutes. Where he's taking his time definitely, but he's gonna run into taking down Thunder. Well done.
Is the cross pick they needed, and now he's got to be careful here as Mix is on the inside corner. He's got to be quick on this peak. He's gonna rush across. Mix will miss the shots. That's gonna give him
Some Matrix dodge stuff.
That was a very nice suppression there by Technic as well on the inside window, and that window is not penetrable, so Technic able to peek and not get shot as Toast finds Wookie finally on that backside. And now it's just two members of Mayhem. 75 seconds left. The cross coming in. Game Reaper is in Blue Room hallway here. Auto trained on this position. Will he find this one, and will Technic be able to trade? With one auto gets Game Reaper out. And now it's just Mix and Technic here. Technic has to find this corner and find Mix on it. Will he expect him here? Rushes the corner. Yes, indeed, he finds him. And Toast with the quick refrag is going to find Technic and close that out for Globo as we trade both rounds here in map 3.
2 against 2. They make it close, really. They love to make it a little bit close. Finish the match with a little touch of close for my taste.
Oh, yeah.
Tasty.
And I mean, what a series it's been. It's been an almost 2-hour-long game as we close in on the end of map 3 here.
Yeah, it's almost 6 a.m. for me here.
A little bit of technical difficulties started us off a little bit late, but the rest has been largely gameplay as these teams really just taking every minute of these rounds and using them to their advantage, and it's been working out for the most part on both sides. Even on Downfall, where the score was 4-0, you know, like I was saying earlier, after we finished that round, the actual round, you know, the kill counts were pretty close. So a good series overall. Glad I decided to pick this up, and glad you decided to join me.
I'm so glad that you decided to.
All right, round 5 kicking off now as Mayhem looks to continue their Volk streak. If they can continue that, they will lock themselves in a Bazaar win. But their focus here has to be keeping Globochem from capping. Globochem, not a team known for pushing for caps very often.
Well, something to work on, I guess.
Oh, I don't think it's because they can't. I think they just choose to go for the kill plays. It is dangerous to go for a cap, right? You usually you have to have somebody alive, so it introduces a level of risk that some teams may not opt for.
That's why Dante gave us the cap, the tablet. It's dangerous to go on. Take this. Take the tablet and cap it.
I'm just picturing Dante as an old bearded white man now. in a cave somewhere. You know?
A cave, yeah. Giving some stranger boys some real tablets. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this tablet, and this tablet's just giving you hints how to play the game, annoying you all the time. Do you know how to reload?
Indeed, and now Globochem setting up their offense pretty similar to how we've always seen it, right? They fan out, they get into their positions, they watch their angles, and make their approach. They're just looking for these early picks. Arsenic taking some shots out in the dark room, but no one there to receive them. Tatobot and Toast really just, you know, looking basically at each other. We've seen a lot of this where, you know, they're holding the same angle but on opposite sides, just waiting for someone to cross it. And Potato is gonna find that little peek. Needs to confirm Toast if he can. Shots need to ring out as Thunder looks for the crawling peek here as he sends some shots towards Potato. Will back him off. Should give them the ability to get the revive. Ooh, this would be a juicy grenade if Technic could just muster up the ability, especially in that smoke cover. He could chuck a little nade out. Potatoebot still looking for the confirmed. Thunderpilot returning fire, not going to find any. And Otto's on the inside of the courtyard already. Seems like he got past Game Reaper. Technic does find the grenade, and now 2 down here on the corner. Arsenic may have to rethink this push into objective. No, he's going to continue forward.
Yeah, Otto's in a rush. He is in for it. He's just running around, finding a good rotation. This angle, this sweet angle, providing him with the possibility of taking 1 or 2 down if he's able to.
Oh, Mix is going to be the one that goes back for these revives as he pushes back through this corridor. Arsenic finds James on the inside. Now he's got to deal with Technic as he pushes through, but he can't find him. Game Reaper will find Otto on the inside, and now it's at least one of these reses. Now the confirm comes out on toast. Potatobot finds another in Thunderpilot. Now Mix is the last one alive as Mayhem look to take this defensive round pretty handily. 4 up.
Well, so far so good. Poor Mr. Sir Mix-a-Loud can sing some songs about booties, but it's gonna help him to actually get that kill. Gonna find a good angle rotating here, but he has the 4 against 1. Unlikely that he's able to, but I'm not taking away his chances.
No, definitely not.
I like big kills and I cannot lie. Mayhem can't deny.
Yeah, Mayhem finding a lot of big kills here in this round. A great nade from Technic, forcing some rotation from Globo, almost catching Mix out in that group Potatobot picked off. Arsenic and Otto both getting found quickly without their support structure. Mix looking for one on Blue Room as he pushes through. He's still not finding it. 2 minutes left, 4 defenders to get through.
Sneaky Mix-a-Lot.
Yeah, he's got the right approach. I mean, he's staying quiet, staying low. He doesn't have a lot of time. Minute 34 does not give him too much of an opportunity to lollygag.
What is lollygag?
It's a term for taking it a little bit too slow and a little bit too chill, but it doesn't matter as Game Reaper will find that kill, and now Mayhem is on their offensive round, looking to close out Bazaar in hand. Globochem potentially their second map loss in the series, although Globo has already taken the series in the first 2 maps, 4-3 on Quarantine and 4-0 on Downfall.
So Gucci. Mayhem has a chance to take actually this map home to secure at least some MRR points, not to losing too much, but I guess even if they would lose the next round or the next 2 rounds, they're not losing too much. So I guess they're pretty solid.
Yeah, the scoreline pretty close, 10-6 so far. If Mayhem takes this, it'll bring it to a 10-7, a pretty respectable scoreline versus Globochem, if that is the final result. See if that is the case.
Not drunk. Why is Pancake saying I'm drunk? What the hell?
Oh, Pancake. What would we do in the league without you, aside from, you know...
having actual fun.
Pancake is fun. I do love Pancake, but... no one gets drunk in casts, Pancake. That was one time, and that was not sanctioned, okay? We all know what we're referring to.
First of all, I'm not drunk. Just, you know, typical anxious, tired, and hungry. All the good bundle.
I think that's what casters... I think it's just like the default mode of a caster is tired, anxious, and hungry.
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Just next time I'm just gonna take it from my sweet little vodka here. I have some caramel vodka. I'm just gonna 2 sips, and you know, it's gonna make me a little bit... I don't know what I'm gonna do about. No, we're not gonna do that.
We'll save that for Friday night fights if we have to. But we here at the league do not endorse alcohol consumption during casting. Generally, it does lead to funny casts, but not quite the kind of casts we're looking for on OML1 at least. I mean, these matchups. This matchup is so tight. You got to be on the ball the whole time. These guys Love their 20-second finishers for for these rounds.
Yeah, the next World Championship is gonna be a meet and greet with drinks games.
Yes.
Who's gonna win? It's gonna be the plan.
Yeah, we'll save that for the live events. That is when you play games and drink. Let Wookie win, looking for one in the boxes, but he's not going to find one as the defense is pretty tucked in, and Potato Bot's going to be the first one to find a kill onto Toast. I'm not sure how that... Oh, he did confirm it through the grate there. Okay. It's weird that it said kill rather than the gun that killed Toast, but either way, Toast will be taken out, and now Globochem operating with just 4 on their defense.
Yeah, still, again, we have a pretty conservative setup, you know? Nothing that I haven't seen before, nothing too extravagant. Typical setup here, covering all angles. The main street, the north street, nothing too special. But it's still a tight ring and hard to, you know, something that's used to doesn't mean it's unusable.
Very true. Very true. And Mayhem operating with 5 is going to give them quite the advantage here as they push through this courtyard. They do have to deal with Mixologist on the inside first, and then 2 will be watching their street cross as Thunder and Arsenic both set up in good positions to watch those.
Oh, it's always entertaining to watch the chat.
Put some shots to that alleyway, and I got you covered right
Oh.
here.
Mayhem still
You don't even have to peek.
on the verge of pushing, discussing how they're gonna actually proceed.
Arsenic now on a
Oh,
long push.
Close one from Technic.
Arsenic could find one here. No, Wookie Win is going to be ready for him, and now Globochem with just 3. Mayhem looking really strong here on Bazaar.
Would have been at north wall yet. He didn't go down the one I got.
Now Game Reaper and Technic here pushing through. James going to be the next one to potentially catch some rounds here from Mix as he goes right into the sightlines. Mix pops up, grabs the kill, but it's a trade in the end. And now they've taken out 3 members of Globo, just 2 left to defend this objective. Game Reaper, Technic, getting those eyes on the OBJ. We're going to likely be seeing some defensive rotations here as they need to get coverage onto both sides of the objective. Auto on the inside. Thunder Pilot, the only one really in a position to watch the cross.
It's a real laser show. The attackers have their sights on the uplink. No one can actually directly sit on it. They have to be all some sort of the inside, which of course leaves them pretty much open for an attack from the street.
Thunder
Thunder
now
Pilot getting shot at.
Yeah, Potato Bot does find the kill, and there it is. Globochem just down to 1. Auto, the last one on the objective. Mayhem looking to take Bazaar here on map 3. Auto rotates, does find Game Reaper.
Leaving a 3 against 1. A good chance that Mayhem takes down this map now. Seals this chapter for today.
Oh, you hate to
Oh,
see it
no,
happen.
no,
Wookie
no.
downing himself. Just 2 members of Mayhem remaining. Technic and Potato Bot.
Another grenade is butch from Technic
Oh
too.
boy, and you gotta run from that. That is dangerous.
Yeah.
Looks like they're gonna opt to go pick up Wookie. They've got 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Yeah, maybe Globochem is able to secure that.
Yeah, if they take it too slow and they split up, if they approach Auto 1 by 1, he could definitely win the individual trades. They've got to push it in unison if they want this win. There it is. The res on Wookie comes out, so they will be having 2 approach from the north. They got to know that the last member of Globochem will likely be sitting on the objective, rotating around it. It's the only option they have for this objective.
Oh, taken down!
The grenade will find Auto, and there it is as Mayhem grabs themselves the 3rd map win here on map 3, 4-2. And what a series it has been. Unbelievable plays on both sides. Teams really duking it out to the last there. Mayhem closing the score gap a little bit. 10-7 is the final score of the series. here on VR Master League. Onward, Globochem versus Mayhem. What a series it's been. Okay, Parrot, give me your thoughts. Give me your final thoughts. What were your thoughts on that game?
I mean, it was like going into the 3-star restaurant, you know it's good, but you're still surprised by the sheer tastiness of that salsa, of that it's just good. You saw something, you did expect good things, but you did see something new. You did see awesome plays, some plays from Game Reaper, from Potato Bot, taking out 3 people alone. That's the stuff I want to see. And a little awesome match, close, even though that Mayhem lost, they still prevailed with some good plays, and I liked it. Would see it again. 10 out of 10.
Absolutely, well said. I do like that that reference to a restaurant. That does bode correctly.
Bueno.
Yeah, but that is going to be Globochem versus Mayhem here in Season 8, Week 5. Thank you guys for tuning in today. If you want to get involved in the VR Master League, go on and head over to vrmasterleague.com/onward, where you can sign up to be a reservist, start your own team, whatever strikes your fancy. There's all kinds of options there. Teams looking for players all the time. Come join us. Over there are plenty of other games on the VR Master League site as well. Definitely find us on Twitter and Facebook if you're looking for information about matches as they come up. I do want to thank our sponsors, VR Cover and ProTube VR. Thank you guys so much for what you do to support the league. I want to thank the viewers, especially those who are dropping those bits and subscribing to the channel. We do appreciate it. Spreading the word helps a lot, and you are helping the casters bring better and better content every single cast. So thank you so much for that. Don't forget to drop your feedback into the links below the video. We do read those. We do appreciate them. If you guys have feedback, positive or constructively negative, do drop those in. We would love to help improve casting experience for you guys. But that is going to do it here from the desk this fine Thursday evening. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Noman with a 4. I was joined today by Mr. Channing Parrot. Thank you guys so much. We will see you next time.